Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So today's reading is going to be, what do they love about you? What do they like about you? What do they dig about you? Okay, the person on your mind, your person of interest, well, what do they love about you? We've got 3 groups to choose from. You can choose from the timestamp with the flowers. You can choose from the timestamps themselves or what you see here. So we've got cobalt is number 1, and amethyst for group number 2, and some sort of yellowstone for group number 3. So pause the video if you need more time, and remember this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't, okay? Energies can be interchangeable or vice versa as well. Keep that in mind, and we're going to get started with group 1. Hello group 1, thanks for tuning into your reading. So what does your person of interest like and love about you? Let's look into it. What do they prefer about you, like, love, dig about you, whatever the case may be? So go ahead and think about your person of interest. Tune into their energy by thinking about them. Try to keep it positive, neutral thoughts. As I told one of my private clients, having neutral energy is ideal when getting a reading, but I know that that's often not the case. People are frustrated usually when they're coming for a reading. Something is going on that's upsetting them, but ideally your energy would be neutral. That would give you the best possible reading. A little bit of trivia for you. So for those who've chosen group 1, their person of interest, the one on their mind, what do they like or love about group 1? They like or love about group 1. We've got victim. Okay. So prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. We're looking at the light attribute, as this is what this person likes about you. Let's get another card. Some of you have come into your power and your person has noticed that. They really like that glow up, that empowerment that you're achieving. And they feel like you're somebody that stands up for others as well, and they like that. You're certainly standing up for yourself more now. We've got Virgin. This really wanted to come out because it was there before I even started reshuffling the cards. It was like at the bottom of the deck. So you could be a Virgo, your name could begin with V, or that could be prominent in your name because we've got V here twice. And this is about maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So having a really pure heart, being a good person, basically. I'm also drawn to the long dark hair, so your person could have that, or you could have that rather, and you could have a fringe as well, or bangs, okay? But you do have an energy of purity, serenity, mental clarity, compassion that this person really appreciates about you. They recognize that you have had some sort of a glow up. There's warmth to your energy. Maybe you become more active, or you just present with more drive and more confidence than before. Could have been and probably was a tough learning curve, but with your creativity, your optimism, your enthusiasm, and your love, you have come into self-love. You could have achieved this through friendships, but you are an affectionate, friendly person, joyful, have good self-esteem, loving person. All of these things are part of why this person loves you, okay? And I do feel like it's love, even if it's not a deep love yet. If this is a newer person, whoever this person is, I do feel like you emanate love, therefore the universe reflects love back to you. And so this person does feel a love for you, okay? And why not get another card? What does group 1's person love about group 1? We've got students. I was really picking up on that yellow energy, so I'm glad that came out. Okay, because it's letting us know. Move out of the way there, card. the little group 1 card up in the corner. There we go. Just kind of squeeze the cards in to the frame. But anyway, I was drawn to the color yellow in the aura of the victim card, and yellow has to do with like learning and education. You see that color with people who are, you know, students, and now we've got it here. So you could literally be a student, or you're just a student of life. We've got humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. So this person really digs that about you. You could really like to read, just learn about things. I'm getting Gemini and Virgo energy very strongly here, but you could be any sign. I'm also getting earth sign energy and water sign energy. A little bit of fire here too, but either way, I really do feel like this person feels that there's something very sweet and wholesome about you, but also that you are glowing up and coming more into your power. But even as you do that, you haven't lost your humility or your devotion to the things that you love or the things that really interest you, and you pursue that knowledge. Like some people are just interested by something, or they're interested in something rather, and they don't really pursue that knowledge. You pursue that knowledge, whether it's by asking questions, enrolling in a course, watching videos about it, reading up on it. You really do pursue that. So this person likes that as well. Okay. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck we have Saboteur. The names on these cards are kind of interesting. These are archetype cards. So anyway, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So you're somebody that faces your fears, and you may have done that through pursuing knowledge, right? The Sun card is about the clarity that comes from pursuing knowledge, but it's also about putting an end to that moon energy of murkiness, confusion, of not knowing, of subconscious fears that is solved by the Sun energy. So maybe it could be a Leo or have that strong in your chart. But either way, like maybe you were a victim in the past, or this person might have saw you that way. Maybe there was something about your energy, because sweet-natured people can be preyed upon by the world if they're not taught proper boundaries or how to stand up for themselves early, or, you know, their religion or their spiritual beliefs might prevent them from, you know, interacting in the world the way that, you know, others would expect them to interact when they're confronted with hardship or confrontation. But they no longer see you that way. They see you as still maintaining that humility and that sweetness, but being empowered because you have, you know, maybe you had a fear of expressing yourself before, or being empowered before, but they see you have transcended that. You've made those changes, and you brought that change into your life. So you faced your fears. Very good, very good. Keep it up, group 1. Good work. Well done. All right, let's get a couple of cards on how this person, or what this person loves about you. I keep wanting to say how this person feels about you. Maybe I'll do that next. Not in this reading, but the next reading I do will be how this person feels about you. What does this person like and love about the viewer? Some of you are very much in touch with your feminine energy. Some of you are quiet and knowing, maybe introverted, but also very understanding. Or you're an ambivert. You can go either way. Got the 9 of Cups. There's that watery energy here. You could be a Pisces with the Hanged One at the bottom of the deck. You know how to chill, basically. You know how to chill. You know how to chill. They like it when you chill out. Maybe you have that effect on them. You make it safe for them to chill out as well. But you are an abundant person, and You know how to be happy and how to feel good. And you have enough to share. And there's this energy of generosity with you. So, yeah. Let's see this other card. The Seven of Pentacles. Earth sign energy. Saturn in Taurus. So this is waiting kind of thing. Patience. You're abundant. You're patient. There's a Hermit with more Virgo energy. You are a helper. Okay? You are of service. And some of you could work in healthcare, or you just pursue knowledge that helps other people. Like that comes naturally to you. And as a result, karma repays you by making you abundant, especially emotionally speaking, but probably in more life areas than that. Maybe your money and like your resources, material resources and money aren't where you want them to be, but you're en route to experiencing more fruitful finances. Okay. Seems like you get what you want is how this person feels about you. They like that you get what you want, but you also are of service to other people. And like when you come out of your shell, you do share with other people as well. That's how this person feels. Like maybe you're not always 100% available for everyone, but when you are, you show up and you show out. Like you make people feel good. You make this person feel good. There's also kind of an air of mystery about you. Like they don't know if you are everything that you seem to be. But either way, this is a very like positive energy that this person feels towards you. You bring optimism into this person's life. And again, you teach this person how to chill out, live in the moment, right? I'm seeing a cat, so that's like the Zen master of all Zen masters is the average cat. So again, that Leo energy. Particularly Leo females. Hashtag not all Leo males, but I have recently spoken with one that just wanted to like argue and just be obnoxious the whole time. So I am feeling like, again, hashtag not all Leo males, but this is for like more of the female energy and expression of the Leo energy, is that there's a certain amount of ability or an aura about you that allows someone to be in touch more with their emotions, to live in the moment, to experience contentment. Like you make it okay for them to do that. You help them to relax. And you also are an example of how to pursue what makes you feel happier as well. Pursue what makes you feel more fulfilled, that this person likes. Like they feel like you've had that impression on them. And so I just think that also, you know, you've worked hard for whatever you're achieving. There's some sort of a glow up this person perceives. They see you becoming empowered, and that's inspiring to them to do the same as well. Like there are rewards that will come from that, and not just, you know, in your personality and in your aura, but in a practical sense with regard to whatever you're working on, home and work and money, and your like 3D reality. So this person does see you as somebody that is accomplished, you know, somebody that has achieved, you know, some personal achievements, and they like that about you. They like to see that, and they just like that about you. And again, you could be quite a patient person, or you've been maybe very patient with this person, or they've seen you just be patient, and perhaps, you know, you're patient in one area, but maybe not in the other. But with regard to like finances or your goals, personal goals in particular, you like put in the work and are patient and persistent with that. This helps this person to do the same thing, to like focus on their personal achievements. Like group one can do it, so can I. I can be persistent. I can go after what I want to, that kind of a thing. And with this Hermit energy too, I really feel like these go together strongly. There's an energy of just kind of being very thorough. And if you've ever known like a Virgo person intimately, they are very thorough, okay? And maybe irritatingly so, often irritatingly so in my opinion, though I like them very much. But they do like, and this is about your person and how they feel and what they like about you. So they do like that thoroughness. They find it engaging, inspirational. They see that you kind of have a process in the way that you do things, and they respect that. And like, you understand how processes work because you take the time to really look at things and understand them and to figure it out. This leads to the achievement that they perceive that, that you have. And your understanding of things is greater because you actually take the time and put in that effort over time, like over a period of time, to achieve that greater and deeper understanding, whereas other people that this person knows don't do that, or they just feel like that is a rare quality that you do that, so that you have a deeper understanding due to your ability to really invest the time and effort that it takes to understand processes and things about life and even spirituality. You just understand things on a deeper level because you apply yourself to it. It's possible or likely that, you've had a conversation with this person where you've encouraged them with regard to seeking their own inner wisdom, or the impression that you have made on this person is that, they should look within themselves and embrace like their own journey of self-discovery. This person might, help you relax, but you help this person become motivated in some cases. Okay. It can be vice versa, interchangeable, yada. But yeah, that's what's coming through there. You really had made an impression on this person. You had to be more than just to be a deeper person and be less about appearances and less in their ego. Yes, this person that you're here for comes across as being accomplished and supported and even looked up to as well, but you have helped them to put in the work on their emotional life and on their spiritual life and their self and their self-discovery. Because the Hermit's about leaving behind what doesn't serve you and finding deeper meaning, and there's deeper meaning in service. And so in some way you have just taught this person about and are teaching this person about seeking deeper meaning. So your influence has to help them to look within themselves and to grow as people. So they really like that about you, and you help them just to kind of go within, and you've been a positive influence on them in general about pursuing knowledge and going within and learning themselves better and mastering themselves better and just sitting with themselves more, which is something people don't often like to do, but that's where the answers are. This person feels like you do that not only for them, but for everybody, maybe in your work or whatever you do. You're just kind of like a beacon of light, like a lighthouse, that helps the ships come in. You lead the way so people can have a deeper understanding on things. Okay. So let's get another card or two here. Trying to decide what I want to play with. If the reading is resonating or you just like this type of reading, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and helps to keep it going. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. That obviously is always going to be your best way and most accurate reading to get, is a personal reading. Please donate to the channel, and thanks to those of you who have donated to the channel. It does keep it going and keep me coming back to do more readings. Give me a message from this person on what they love about group 1. Aw, oh, that's so cute. So, like I said, there's an earnestness to the love that the two of you share. There is mutual affection, and for those in deeper relationships, love between the two of you. It says, "Be my most significant being forever. Affirmative with my entire blood pump." So basically, be mine forever. Yes, with all my heart. And it's a proposal. So this person, if you are married to this person, what do they love the most about you? That you said yes, or that you proposed to them, whatever the case may be, or that you're the one that they want to proposed to, and they're the one you're the one they can see themselves marrying because you are significant to them. You have touched them on a deeper level, and they can see having forever with you, and they feel like you can give to each other in a commitment with all your heart. So it's very heartfelt, sincere energy that this person really loves about you. What else does this person love about group 1? For the flying creatures. Oh, okay. Like, what's going on here? Tattoos. Okay, this little guy is getting a tattoo, and their person is saying, "Are you in pain?" And the guy getting the tattoo says, "It is worth it for the flying creatures," basically birds. And the tattoo artist is saying, "Yeah, birds are cool." Okay, so you could have literally a bird tattoo or some other kind of uplifting tattoo. "You're the wind beneath my wings" kind of thing is kind of the theme of the whole reading in terms of how this person or what this person likes about you, what they love about you. It's that you're uplifting. So you could have a tattoo that represents that. They could also, it feels like this person is feeling like you're a healer, so maybe you're the type of person that would ask questions like, are you in pain, or are you hurting, or just wanting to know how you're doing, is showing, your affection and your investment in their well-being. But whatever, kind of trials or tribulations that each of you go through, you both feel supportive toward one another, or they felt that with you, and that it's worth it as well. That it's worth it as well. And then this one also turned over. We've got 12/29/18. So I don't know, that could be a significant date. But it says, "My fortunate digits were truly fortunate." So somebody winning the lottery. So this person feels like they've won the lottery with you. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, I just saw this guy with his arms raised up. Like, he feels like he's won the lottery with you, or she. The grand pot, it says, "The grand prize and existence's worth of sweet discs." So winning all the cookies. Yeah. Maybe in the sense that Steve Harvey talks about the cookie. Well, they've won all the cookies, okay? So if you follow, this person likes your cookies, if you got me. But either way, they feel like meeting you, knowing you, makes them feel like a winner, makes them feel on top of the world, like they won the lottery, that they're very fortunate. And if you won the lottery, or you're a lucky person, they love that. They love that about you as well. So we're going to finish up with a few more cards, messages from this person. Got, "If you were a movie, I'd watch you over and over again." So this person likes to watch you. They like the way you move. They just are interested in you. Again, I'm getting that vision of like a cat. You know how some cats will just stare at you? And you're like, "What are you looking at?" Well, for cats, it said that they want to protect you, and maybe this person feels like you bring out their protective side, and they like that, that you make them feel like that toward you, and that they care about you. But also they just like the way you move, the way you look. And then, oh my gosh, you cannot make this stuff up. "I won the jackpot with you. Even when you are grouchy, I still love you." Okay? This person really just feels like you're it. You're it for them. You're the, whole enchilada. You're everything. You have it all. And just backing up what I said a moment ago, that they feel like, they won the lottery with you. They won the jackpot with you. And even when you're grouchy, they still love you. And finally, "You inspire me. You are so strong. I dream of you." That's excellent, right? Because this whole reading was about how you inspire this person and everything like that. And they're dreaming of you too, okay? I'm being drawn to this little deck over here, I think. And then that will really be the last deck, and I'm going to move on to group 2. You can stick around for group 2 if you feel guided to, if you want to, if you're curious. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. I love these 3 cards and how they just double down on what was said in the reading. And really isolate some of the messages for you so that you really know, what this person loves about you. Okay. Exactly. How do you feel? That's what it says. How do you feel? Count Rugen. Who is grouchier in that movie than Count Rugen? From the Princess Bride deck that I have. So also this is air sign energy that could be in somebody's chart prominently, but either way, this person is also the watcher because it is Jack of Swords, Jack of Spades. So that can, relate to somebody watching you and observing you. And like this says, if you're a movie, I watch you over and over again. So this person is in part of what, like, why are they watching you? Because they want to know how you feel. They find you interesting. Still waters run deep. They know that there's like a lot to you and they're fascinated by that. You're like a fountain, a water fountain, or something like that, or a fireplace, like just mesmerizing in the way that you move and the way that you are and how dynamic you are and what makes you tick, and just kind of like there's this little bit of air of mystery about you. Maybe you're a little bit shy or withdrawn, or there's just more to you that this person knows is there, and it feels really good to them to tune into your energy and to be near you, with you, to experience that. So they like to look at you for those reasons, okay? And they want to know how you feel because they care about you. All right, I'm moving on to group 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys next time. All right, welcome group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your person of interest. Like I told group 1, think neutral thoughts. Neutral or positive to get the best reading and the most accurate reading. We're going to use the archetype cards to find out what this person likes or loves about you. General reading, so for some it's loves, for some it's like, apply it how it resonates. So excuse me, for group 2 and everyone who chose group 2, what does their person of interest love about them? I'm just gonna say love for simplicity's sake, but the cards know what I mean. We've got poet. Wow. So you could have a very nice voice. You could really know how to talk to people. And maybe you write poetry. You maybe have a musical connection. You write in general, but the light attribute is expresses soul insights and symbolic language. So maybe you're a good storyteller. You know how to put things in such a way that makes it easy for other people to understand. Or you know how to speak truths in such a way that is just quite, beautiful. Or this person loves it because it feels good to hear the way that you communicate. And you're very soulful, you're insightful, but it's saying that you're using symbolic language. So in whatever way that you communicate, using symbolic language is what this person likes and loves about you. Like the way that you put things, the way that you sound when you do it, the way that you connect with their soul when you do it. You could be a rapper. You could be somebody that does like poetry slam. I actually was a judge at a poetry slam once. I was a tough judge. At least that's what I was kind of told. I'm like, I'm not a tough judge. I just know what's good. I just know what I like. So they were all great, really. I just love people that can put themselves out there like that. I could, like all of them, it was a tough competition. So that might be something that you do or would be good at. Yeah. I'm hearing the gift of song. You could have the gift of song, but you're somebody that speaks well. Even if you don't speak a lot, when you do speak, you speak well. You could give a lot of anecdotes or examples when you talk, or put things in like story form, or do things like that in order to make your point. But however you speak, even if you just speak very plainly, this person hears it like it's very deep and insightful, and it's lovely. And they love the sound of your voice. This one turned over on its side. We've got hero, heroine. So passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So some of you could be an activist, or you really speak out about the things that you support. You could be a very encouraging people to those people that you know, but I feel like you really know how to even encourage yourself to accomplish tasks and to like overcome obstacles. The two of you could have met or know each other from a tough environment, a tough situation. But what this person loves about you is your passion. Your passion in general, and your passion for personal empowerment, like for making yourself better, for reaching the top, or just reaching your goals. And it sets an example, and it's something I feel that they also have. So they recognize that because they also have that too. I'm being drawn to the red on this card. So what that's letting me know is that, I mean, this is a passion color as well. This person loves that you're passionate, that you're vital, that you're courageous, that you're brave. But you also bring you're just powerful. You know, maybe you weren't always aware of this, and if you're not aware of it today, I'm here to tell you that you have an unconscious power. Like you are tuned into your unconscious mind, which is the imagination / the divine creator in creation. So that puts you at an advantage over people who are not in tune with that. It's really a powerful place to be. And that energy in itself like repels and banishes anything that is not of the light, or anything that would stand in the way of your power, of your wisdom, and of your passions. And the energies that give you and those that you care about, even just those that you are around, your energy gives them life. You know, kind of like without even having to do that. Let's get one more card. What does this person love about group 2? Some of you are very active. You could be sporty. You could like to exercise. You're just generally active, like to be outdoors. Something about you, you know, you're not only personally strong as a person, but physically strong too. But there's something just powerful about you that this person loves. We've got slave. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. That's what I was saying. Like you are in connection with the divine very strongly. And you do something that a lot of people cannot do, which is just surrender. Surrender to their subconscious mind / imagination / the universe / God, and allow that to work through you in your life. So in surrendering that power, you aren't really giving it away. You're embodying a greater power. You're like a river that flows into the ocean. You just let yourself go with the flow over the rocks and twigs and branches, and, you know, flow into all that is. and you are welcomed, embraced, and absorbed into a greater energy than you yourself alone would be otherwise. And you do it with, I don't know, like, you're very flexible too. You could be into yoga. Again, there's that physical component that this person likes about you, very stretchy, flexible. You could like to dance, things like that, be really into nature and the outdoors. But either way, it's this energy that this person feels that you have, that you are basically divine and that you know how to go with the flow. Now, I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you don't. This is what this person perceives. This is what they like about you. Okay? They feel like if you don't know the answer to something, you know, you'll just be like the fool's energy and throw caution to the wind and Hakuna Matata, you know. Whereas this person might agonize more about decisions or become paralyzed by those decisions. You're able to make a choice trusting that, you know, the universe got you. Like, you're going to be okay. That you can't really make a wrong choice. That the divine has you and you trust in that. And things do always work out for you. And that is true for everybody who follows that path. Everybody who sets an intention and trusts in the divine and follows it with complete trust will see the manifestation of their desires and their set intentions. But it requires a level of trust that most people aren't willing to embody or accept. So whenever it doesn't work out, you know, they say that it didn't work out or it didn't work. No, you didn't surrender. Like, but you, dear viewer, group 2, in your person's opinion, you have surrendered. Like, you know how to do that. Like, you know how to give it up to God. Okay. So let's see. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Shapeshifter, skill at navigating through difficult levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. So you have this great potential within you. Like, you could work with the light, you could work with the dark. You know how to navigate like different levels, like the card says, of consciousness. You know, good, bad, ugly, and everything in between. But you can change that like you're an alchemist and make it work to your advantage. You're like a Jedi. I love your energy. You make it work to your advantage by focusing on the potential that exists in things. And you could have done this with your person. Like, you saw their potential and it's touched them. It's changed them. Or they could see you doing that with other people. You could only have just done it with yourself. Saw your own potential, believed in it, and became more than you were before by allowing yourself to embrace your true divinity and your true power. And in so doing, you set this example for other people. You're like a beacon for other people. And you achieve more of your goals. Some of your goals are very steep, very strong challenges that you faced in overcoming your life. This person likes to see that. But it's more than on a personal or physical level. It's about, just being able to see like it says, I'm hearing the good, see the good in everything as well. And if you see something that you don't like, you still know how to work around that energy or go over that energy or whatever the case may be. Like, you've got a lot of fortitude, but it looks effortless when you do it, because everything is effortless when you are working in conjunction with your divine spirit. When you're surrendering to the divine and allowing yourself and accepting that part of you, basically, that is all powerful and doesn't need to effort for anything, because everything is effortless when you're in the flow. So even though you're overcoming these things, this person has seen, like, whatever you're overcoming, whatever your challenges have been, they see you rising to the occasion again and again. And that looks differently for every occasion. So maybe you style flex and you're one way with one person, but you also are in a, like, another way with another person. Yeah. But it's not in an inauthentic way. It's in the way that is kind of like you just merging with people's energy, like in and out of people's energy, like a fish swimming. But that's what has been conducive to everybody getting what they want, like win-win situations, conducive to making those connections and handling situations in ways that are appropriate and beneficial. I'm not seeing anything negative here. It's going with the flow. It's being in the flow, the divine flow, and making the most of it. Yeah. So we'll set these to the side and then get some more cards here. I keep getting shown this little scene, so I have to say it. Like, being seen, okay, just this person, I'm just going to tell it very generally speaking. A person who is in a relationship with somebody else, and in that relationship, they're this kind of a person, right? In this case, I'm seeing somebody that is more submissive, more introverted, whereas their partner is more extroverted. And so the partner perceives them as being like the less confident or the less outgoing of the two, and that's usually how it is. But in a different context, when they're out, that's how they are when they're in the relationship together. But when they go out into a different environment, then they see that the more introverted partner, puts on, their work hat, or they adapt to the situation. And in that situation, their partner sees them in a different way. They see the more introverted partner really rise to the occasion and almost come across as regal or in command. And then they see them through different eyes and they see them differently. Like, who are you? And they have to do a second look, or they're side-eyeing them at that point. Like, who are you? Like, I've known you as this person, and this is my role and this is your role. But when we go into this situation, all of a sudden, you're the commanding one. You're the one commanding the room. You're the one other people are giving respect to. You suddenly are very communicative and knowledgeable and outspoken. And I'm not used to that, side of you, or, you know what I mean? So if that applies, because that kept coming up, so I had to say it, so it will apply to somebody. Just know that that person really liked seeing you kind of blossom in your element or in a different environment. Seeing you express a different side of your personality that they don't normally see you express. So what else is this person like about group 2? That one flew out. We got the 6 of Swords. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. I'm getting mutable energy sign, mutable sign energy. So Gemini, and Pisces, Sagittarius. What's the other one? Virgo. Jupiter and Capricorn, so a young Capricorn. Adaptability. Like, this person likes that you've earned your success. Like, whatever you do, you've earned it. Okay? And you've done so by, keeping all the balls in the air, so to speak, rising to the occasion, multitasking, staying on your toes, being positive when you've had to be positive in order to accomplish your goals. Like, this person is seeing that and they're liking that about you. Some of you dance really well, or this person just likes the way you move, likes the way you dance. Yeah, you're like a star to this person. Getting strong Aquarius energy, Mercury in Aquarius as well. And like I said before, Capricorn energy is coming through as well. Yeah, this person really sees you as a star sometimes. Like sometimes they feel like, or have felt that maybe you have experienced some tough times, and maybe together you have moved forward and away from that, or maybe there has been separation or distance between the two of you. But at those times when they've seen you or interacted with you, you know, you really impressed them in how you handle things, and you've juggled like different parts of the situation, different people, and just stick with me here. Different parts of your personality. Like, you know how to make people feel good. It's like you perform for people. Some of you could be performers or in the limelight in some way. But just generally, it's like when you do talk, this is what I was talking about with that story earlier or a moment ago, that when you do talk, you know, you command the room, like you're an uplifting presence. People pay attention to you. You impact them. You inspire them. You help them in some way. Just by being yourself, setting that example, by letting your light shine. You don't always let your light shine, and that could be due to negative past experiences. But this person feels like together you can move forward, or have moved forward past that, like to happier days, and that you have risen to the occasion and, you know, done everything that you've needed to do, like just really risen to the occasion to handle things and become like the star. So obviously this is a very positive card. If somebody like loves something about you, they love the fact that you're a star. You have star quality. You could be very beautiful, could be very attractive. This person just sees you that way. You emanate, you glow. You're someone that others can't help but notice, but not in a showy, flashy way, more in an ethereal and enchanting way. You just make this person, and I feel like you make others as well, feel really reassured, really hopeful. You're an inspiration. You're like the lighthouse. You guide people just through your example, and even maybe the way that you talk. Like, you're influential. You could be an influencer. You have that potential because you just like encouraging other people. I don't know why it's getting hard for me to talk. Probably because I've been blabbing for so long since this is my second reading. But also it could be that it would be difficult for this person to say these things to you. Or maybe you get tongue-tied at times, but then other times you're like really fluid. I know I was going to say fluent. Maybe you speak more than one language, but you're really good at expressing yourself. So it's like up and down. Sometimes you're really good at expressing yourself, Two of Pentacles. Sometimes not so much. But when you are kind of like tuned in to your true self, which is your higher source, the divine, your unconscious mind, your imagination, when you're tuned into the best parts of yourself, then you really radiate and you really glow and you're inspirational and you're like very optimistic, or your energy just feels really good. And you make people want to believe in you. This person could love that you're a dreamer. If you're someone that has big dreams, this person loves to see you achieving those dreams. Even just talking about them, because when you talk about them, you're effusive. You emanate like a warmth and a light about you when you do that. And you're someone who is always moving toward like a better future. You're someone, you give this person faith. You renew this person's hope. This is a beautiful gift, and I've said that before when this card has come out in other readings, that the star energy is a beautiful gift that you give to others. Helping someone to find their faith and their hope again is an enormous service to not only that person, but to the world, because it creates a ripple effect. And that ripple effect is very positive. And like I said, it affects a lot of people. So in this way, you change, your universe, your world, and make it a better place. Both of these cards are about making this person feel inspired. And they love that you inspire them. They love your example, to just the way that some of you are really good multitaskers, very efficient. You have this ability to balance and be adaptable. But you're adaptable, but you're also like stable in your adaptability, if that makes sense, because you're good at it. And you are an example that, you know, somebody can be flexible and be very strong, very effective, very efficient. And maybe this person isn't that way or hasn't had many examples like that. But in you, they see that you make it work for you. Like, you're very strong, even as you are flexible and harmonious. And you just can manage, like, the diverse aspects of yourself, your personality, because I feel like you're very diverse. This person loves that about you, and I feel like your life is probably very busy. This person feels like you're a very busy person, but yet you're handling it really well. So maybe you could work as managers, or you're just managing certain things. This person feels like you do it very well, and they really like that. And whatever they're doing, you encourage them to, you show them what can be done when it comes to, like, managing chaos. I don't know what this person's life is like, but they feel like you show them what can be done. Like, you are a good example of how to get it done and how to do it with optimism. Like, you don't become like a very difficult or rigid person. You don't become like an overly mean or surly person, but you still have a lot that you do. And this, for this person, is admirable, because you're doing a lot that others couldn't do, without becoming like a negative version of themselves. You can do a lot and stay a positive version of yourself. And again, that might not have been always something that has been the case, like, long term. Maybe you've learned this over a course of time. You've learned the hard way, whatever it is. But this person really likes, that you're this way now. They're seeing you this way now. Like, if you see that there's a change that needs to be done to make the world or yourself or whoever better, you make that change. You don't just talk about it, you actually do it. Like, you put your money where your mouth is. And it doesn't matter what the challenges are. And you're a clear-headed leader as well. And I think that you always go after, and this person feels like you always go after situations where there's going to be more clarity that's important to you. And they like that about you. Like, you want to know you want it to be clear, right? The star casts light, and it casts light at night. So when it's dark and less clear, the star can come out and shine some light and illuminate the situation, and you always kind of gravitate toward the light, So it sounds like you're a light worker. This person loves that about you, okay? That you embrace that light with courage and hope. Some people are afraid to even hope, and they keep themselves down in that way, or they're afraid to have faith. But you inspire this person to not be like that. You inspire this person to hope again, to have faith again. And again, that's a beautiful thing to do for anybody. And you're also this person sees you as somebody that's about the journey and not just the destination. It's about the process of going through life and flowing with life. And no matter how difficult it is, you really focus on the potential of whatever you're trying to accomplish. And that always seems to be about something that is good, okay? So I'm starting to see that clip from the movie, As Good as It Gets, with Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt. And when he tells her, what he likes about her, basically. So it's apt, it fits. He says that he appreciates that whatever she's about, she's always about something that is right and good. And that's how this person feels about you. That is what they like about you. So hit the like button if you haven't already. That does keep the channel going. I appreciate you guys' support in that way. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down in the description box down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, again, that does help to keep the channel going. I appreciate that too. And for those of you who have already done that, many blessings sent your way. It's very kind. It's very appreciated. So we're going to get a message from this person on what they love about you, group 2. frozen thickness. The more mounds you add, the more delicious it becomes. So this person, for some of you, you could be fuller figured. And when you put on a little bit of weight, you know, it goes in all the right places in this person's opinion, and they like that thickness. So don't be afraid or like worry about that if that's the case, because this card is saying that this person, like, they appreciate your body, they appreciate your full figuredness, like they think you look good. Okay. It's also a card of like generosity. It could very obviously be about the fact that, you know, you give them treats. You guys, like, you always have their favorite ice cream. You know, it could be as simple and plain as that. But it is about, too, for me, like, more is more, like, more is better with you. Like, they can't get enough of you. It's like, sometimes we hear, like, less is more, or absence makes the heart grow fonder. Not when it comes to you, okay? This person can't get enough of you. It's like more is better for this person when it comes to you. And it's like, yeah, that's about the gist. It's like, you're so sweet, they can't get enough of you. They just want more and more of you. They find you delicious. They can't imagine, like, it ever being a problem. Like, it could be a problem. See how tall his ice cream cone is? I mean, that could easily fall over and make a mess. This person's not worried about the mess. They just are fixated on you and how good you are and how much, you know, they love that in you. We've got vibrating creature. This creature will be our friend, or at least our acquaintance. So holding the kitty cat, you could have a cat. Your cat could love them, or vice versa. Their cat could love you, of course. That could be the case, and they love that. If you're an animal lover, they love that. But they love that you are not only like a partner and partner material, but you're also a friend, okay? And even if you are just an acquaintance to this person, that would be good enough for them. Like, you could be here for someone that you're not particularly close to right now, but whatever the case, like, they just want more of you, okay? It's like they're assessing you. They're looking at you like you're so special, right? And they will take anything that you will give to them, which makes sense with the previous card being they want as much of you as they can get, because maybe they're not quite getting everything, all of you, that they want. But that's, you know, depending on your relationship status. It's just they want to get more from you, like they want more of you. Some of you, you know, they're not getting much of you at all for whatever reason. But whatever you're offering them, you know, they pretty much will accept anything, because that's how much they love you, or that's how much they like you. Okay. We've got, wow, you make monogamy look easy. I only need you. Okay. So this person is thinking in terms of monogamy, of being faithful, of being loyal. Like, with you, they feel like it's easy. With you, they feel like you're all that they need, like you're everything. They don't want more of other people. They want more of you. Like, you're their favorite ice cream, right? You're their delicious treat. And it's like they don't need anything other than that. That's what they're saying here. What else does this person like about group 2? I won the jackpot with you. Even when you are grouchy, I still love you. So you know how cats can be. You know, we love cats. Well, us cat lovers, us divine beings who get it, who get why cats are so worth the trouble. And, you know, they are so wonderful, so cozy, and just great, and great energy. But they can be catty and put their claws out and be moody and things like that, or distant, or just any kind of way. Grouchy in this case. This person still loves you when you're grouchy, and they feel like, you know, to have you is to be like winning the jackpot. For those in a relationship, they feel like they've won the jackpot with you. And that came out in group 1, so if you were also drawn to group 1, maybe check that one out as well. Not only are you the best lover I've ever had, I think you're the best cuddle buddy too, which is what I was saying. I was talking about cats being cozy and cuddly, and we love them. Even when they don't always like love us back, they do, but you know, they have boundaries. So, but regardless of all of that, this person, you know, they love to cuddle with you. They love when you allow them in, when you lower your boundaries for them, when you let them get close to you. And for those that it applies, you're the best lover that they've ever had. But it's not just about, you know, that act. It's also about just being close and cuddly with one another, and that they really love as well. So that's really sweet. I like that. The piece de resistance. We'll get one more card, and that will be it. I'll move on to group 3. What does this person love about the viewer, please? Men are easy to get, but hard to keep. Okay? So, for some of you, if you're in more of a situationship, you know, part of that is that somebody likes to play hard to get, and whoever the one is playing hard to get, or that just is hard to get, back to that cat energy of I have boundaries, and it's not personal. It's not necessarily personal, but you know, this is how I have to do it. And, you know, I have to honor my boundaries. It is what it is. Or somebody's just not always available the way that we want them to. We already saw that this person feels like they can't get enough of you. So maybe, you know, you're a woman, and you know, you're hard to keep, or you're easy to get. You got like together easily, but it was the relationship hasn't like lasted or solidified. It's hard to maintain. There's something about boundaries and being able to maintain the relationship and finding, you know, a happy balance, a happy medium where that works. Because this is the Jack of Hearts, so that's like the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and that's an in and out kind of energy. It's very romantic, but it doesn't always have a lot of staying power yet. But it is a very affectionate energy, and it's a very romantic energy. And so just take that message how it resonates. So if you're here for a man, maybe they are, you know, behaving hard to get, and you're like, well, how does this person feel this way about me if they're hard to get, or they're just not, you know, where I want them to be in the relationship in terms of a commitment? Well, you know, take the reading how it resonates. But if we're asking, you know, what this person loves, they love the game. They love like the push and pull, the back and forth, the sense of like the love of the chase a little bit as well. Or you as a woman could as well. And I say woman because the majority who watch are feminines, but just apply the pronoun. That works in your situation. There is a certain level of romanticism that this person loves that involves coming together, but also pulling apart. That push and pull, and that dealing with boundaries, and that adjustment and readjustment of boundaries, that lowering and that raising of boundaries, that hard to get, on again, off again dynamic that this person loves. Something about that is titillating for this person. This is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you next time. Move on to group 3. Welcome, Group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I've pinned your little sucker down here, Group 3. I was saying in my previous reading that your card keeps turning up missing. So we've got us a new Group 3 marker. And we're going to get started with the archetype cards. So go ahead and think about your person of interest. Try to think neutral. I was going to say youthful, but neutral or positive thoughts about them. That's the best way to get an accurate reading in my experience. And there's a card on what this person likes or loves about you. So, what do they like or love about Group 3? We're getting monk nun. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay. So they like your spirituality. They like your devotion, even if you're not a particularly spiritual or religious person. They like your devotion and your selfless kind of devotion to whatever that you are committed to. So if it's them, you're really single-mindedly devoted to them. If it's your work or your family, your friends, some cause, you really devote yourself to it with like a single-minded dedication. But there is an element of spirit in it, as there is an element of spirit in everything anyway. And we're most aligned with spirit when we're doing something we believe in, right? Whatever that looks like. This person likes to see that in you. They like to see that expressed in whatever way you express it, through your devotion, whatever you're devoted to. Then they see your light at that time. And your light is like a rainbow, okay? Like we can see behind them the different colors of the rainbow here. It's like a prism. It brings clarity in a way that they appreciate, in a way that they like. And it's just pretty. It's just beautiful. Like whenever we see a stained glass window or a rainbow, we typically tend to stop and notice, right? And think about and appreciate how pretty it is, or how special it is to see, you know, because you don't see it every day usually. We've got rescuer. So provides strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So this person feels like you are a loving person, right? I'm getting earth sign energy and water sign energy here. Also getting a bit of air as well. Some of you are in animal rescue, or you're just a do-gooder. That's what I'm hearing. You're a do-gooder. And this person likes that side of you, that part of you. They like to see that. Okay, and they feel like you must be a strong person to be able to support others, because it is the truly strong who are capable of supporting others. And maybe you are like working in, you know, like a fire and rescue, or you know, one of those types of fields where you actively have to help other people, especially in like crisis situations. But you do it, like, even if you are rewarded financially for it, it's like this person feels like you would do it anyway because that's who you are. Like, you have a big heart. I'm getting Cancerian vibes here. That you're a naturally healing kind of person. That you're just growing more into that energy. Some of you do very well financially. Like, this isn't, I'm not getting like an impoverished sort of person or starving artist, or like somebody who has surrendered all attachment to earthly goods or to earthly things. I'm not getting that. I'm getting some of you really do prosper and are fertile as well, like fertile people, just like abundant. And Samaritan. So these all go together. Wow. I've got some very helpful people on my channel right now. Samaritan refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So you really go out. I'm getting like, for the masculines watching, I'm seeing The Equalizer. The first one in particular, Denzel Washington movie. The part where, at the end of the movie, where he decides to go on like Craigslist, I think it is, and just put an ad out there that if, you know, you're lost, you're broken, you need help, you have nowhere else to turn, you know, contact him and he will help you. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So you could be a very masculine person and still be in this Samaritan energy. You might, like, I'm also hearing or seeing the meme where it says, well, they don't look or act like a healer, and then underneath it says, you know, from God. Well, I'm not looking for actors, okay? So you could be kind of like a biker dude, biker chick, have a lot of tattoos, or just in some way appear maybe more rough and tumble than what others would expect of someone who is this really good-hearted, big-hearted, and helpful, and sincerely devoted to spirit, or an avenue through which spirit functions by helping other people, and especially helping those that the rest would prefer to ignore, like those on the outer edges of society. You are somebody that can and does help them. Like when somebody has nowhere else to turn, you're the one that they can turn to. And I think there was a movie called Samaritan that's fairly recent where Sylvester Stallone stars in it, and that one's good too. Now both of these movies, you know, are pretty violent, and I'm somebody that can overlook that if I like the theme. If I like the theme and if I like the message. And both of them had good messages in that sense of basically just fighting for those who can hardly fight for themselves or can no longer fight for themselves, and doing so in an almost aggressive way. But that's more a message for the masculines watching, and some of the feminines as well. I feel like the feminines do so in a very active way as well, but in a feminine way. Femininity tends to be more flexible in how they do things, and you can see that on the cards. You guys do things in a more flexible but still effective way when it comes to helping other people. Okay? So these are the things that this person likes and loves about you. That you have a big heart, that you have a single-minded devotion to what it looks like to helping others, or whatever it is you're devoted to, that you are prosperous and abundant. And even though that's how you attract abundance anyway, when you have no expectation of reward. I say that tentatively because what you expect or intend is what you get out of life, as long as you don't block it with, you know, a lack of allowing. But in this case, you know, it's the fact that you don't care about the reward, that you get rewarded, is kind of how this person feels and what they like about you. Because to somebody that doesn't know better, they don't know how that works. It kind of looks like magic. Okay? Because like you're doing magic, and it is magic in a sense, but it's also who you are, who we all are, and it's natural, and you're just in touch with that and able to do that. And it's what's made you be in a position to really help other people. Okay? So let's see more about what this person likes and loves about group 3. Some of you are deeply compassionate. Deeply compassionate, but also a lot of fun, very warm, very childlike, free. Getting more water sign energy. I'm getting Leo energy. I'm getting fire signs in general. Pisces, Aquarius. But regardless of your sign, those are the energies coming through. What does this person really love about group 3? We've got the 9 of Swords. Interesting. So that's, what is that, Gemini energy? Like Mars and Gemini. This goes back to what I was saying about helping people that need that help, that have nowhere else to go, that are really down and out, who are really experiencing despair and cruelty. Like, you really care about the people that you help. You care about whatever your cause is, whatever your interest is. You really care about it to such an extent that it would keep you up at night if you thought that things weren't going to get better. Or you might stay up and worry a lot about the things that you care about. It's just because you care so much. And this person likes how much you care. We've got the Moon energy. Something to do with the nighttime. You might be somebody that does your best work at night. You may see this person at night. But it's also to do with being deeply intuitive and unafraid. This is interesting where this is going. Let's see, let's get another card on how this person, or what this person likes and loves about the viewer. We've got the Hanged One, so we've got Cancer and Pisces energy here. We've got some more air sign energy here too, and fire sign, so all of the elements are represented. It's like you come up with the solutions at night to help troubling situations. I don't know how this person knows that. We've got 2 very intuitive cards here. You guys apparently are connected intuitively or psychically in some way. If you really hyper focus on something, you're already connecting to its energy. I mean, separation is an illusion. We're all connected because separation is an illusion. So even through heavily thinking about someone, that's why, and then you're really connecting with them. That's why when you think about someone that you haven't seen for a long time or heard from in a long time, then suddenly you're hearing from them or you're seeing them, you know, it's connected. It's not by accident. It's not a coincidence. So there's that part of it, but it's also that you really care a lot and think of solutions even late into the night. Like somehow this person is picking up on that, maybe even in a dream state. But they feel that it's your understanding of suffering that helps you to have realizations that help you to know the best path forward in any given situation to help the situation. It's because you have been there. A lot of you have gone through some of the struggles or similar struggles to those who you seek to help. And that is what gives you the desire, I guess, the devotion, the inspiration to face those troubles and face those fears and move past them, basically. Some of you are very different from who you used to be, and this person loves that about you as well. It's like trial by fire. Like you have been fortified by the heat of the flame, like you have been strengthened. You have been changed. Not gonna lie, for some of you, you know, that change might have made you go down like a darker path. But it's like, for those that's the case, that darker path has turned out to be helpful in the end, because it's helped you to, you know, surrender and realize like the error of your ways, or realize some important lessons that are important to your future. Okay? Could just be, you know, by darker path, anything that didn't work out for you, or, you know, could be perceived as negative, you know. You bring out, but regardless of whatever situation this is talking about, what this person loves about you guys is that you make them feel empathetic. You make them feel empathetic towards the struggles of others. Like, you remind them of the impact, especially of like mental health challenges, because the Nine of Swords is about mental health, mental anxiety. So you remind them to have compassion about different struggles or different people from different walks of life and different situations, in a way that kind of keeps them humble, helps them to appreciate what they have more, because if they're not experiencing this stuff, then it's a privilege, and they should appreciate, you know, because there, but for the grace of God go I, that could happen to them too. They should appreciate that's not happening to them, or not happening to them anymore. But either way, you bring out this person's empathy towards those who are struggling, especially when it comes to, you know, those who are struggling with anxiety or depression, or just in some way being like their own worst enemy. Okay? Or some way allowing themselves to be caught up in bad situations, whereas others might dismiss them by judging them, you know, and that's just a good little fast, lazy way to dismiss them and their struggles instead of like empathizing. You help this person to empathize, okay? And you could even have helped this person, like if they're struggling in that way or in some kind of way, to have compassion, more compassion towards themselves, and to take like better care of their own emotional well-being, and to help them to understand themselves better, and just in general help them to understand and have empathy towards themselves and to other people. You know, anyone who has struggled, and we all have struggled, but has struggled acutely, you know, with anxiety, with worry, whatever worrisome, and the moon can speak of any number of hellish situations. So anyone who has dealt with such things, you inspire this person to have more compassion, and you know, they respect that, they appreciate that, they love that about you, which is good. It's like you've taught them an important lesson, important life lessons. And wow, okay, so I feel like you have helped this person and met them where they're at with their own issues, and have shown them such empathy and understanding that it has really made them feel deeply understood, and it's intrigued them. This person finds you intriguing, okay? Like, you draw them into this sort of moon energy, which is also about, you know, like mystery and emotional depth, and, you know, what's going on in there, right? In those dark walls, what's going on in there? Like, what can you find? What treasures await? But also, you know, what dangers await, kind of thing. They're intrigued. And they do feel like you have brought light into their life. Like, you have cast a light on some of their worries. You have enlightened them. You have comforted them. You know, if you're walking at night and it's super dark outside, that can be a bit scary. But then the clouds part and the moon and the moonlight comes down and illuminates some of your path, and you feel much better. Like, that kind of a comfort that you have given to this person, it's been good for them. And you have helped them to kind of like look within, you know, to explore more of what's going on inside of them in their own subconscious mind, to kind of learn the difference between their own subconscious biases and intuition, because those are connected, but they're different. And I know some of my private clients have said that they can't figure out the difference between the two sometimes, right? So you help this person to answer that question, or at least look at it and try to answer it, try to figure out, you know, what their inner landscape is. And just to kind of like not need to solve all of, you know, their questions. Like they don't need to fix themselves. They don't need to have all the answers with regard to how they feel about things. You know, this person feels complex, and you know, you help them to embrace the complexity of emotions in a way that, you know, no one else has, and in a way that they really appreciate, that they love. So you just really have had a deep impact on this person, and they love that. It's profound even. And you've helped them to look underneath the surface of things. You help them to get out of their monkey mind and kind of like look more into their hearts and into their souls and see what's in there, right? And in there, they found some things that, you know, maybe they don't like, but also they found some things that they really do like. These aspects to their personality that they have neglected, they've been able to embrace for the betterment of themselves. And it's been able to help them to be more insightful about themselves and insightful about others. Like to kind of just have an insight and an understanding about, you know, the mystery of people, of the heart and the mind, of their heart and their minds, and the hearts and the minds of other people. It's given them kind of like, instead of just jumping to judge people for their, you know, quote unquote failings, for their troubles, for whatever they're going through, you have helped them to instead get curious about it and to look at it like a mystery that yes, they want to solve, but also that they understand that the benefit of witnessing like the human mystery is in the experience more than in finding like cold and hard answers. So it just boils down to you really have intrigued this person. You've really intrigued them. And that's by just making them stop and like reflecting on things and seeing things from different points of view. Some of you have helped this person to slow way down. I'm getting like water and fire, or even like just any elements where one is really busy or really active, and or air sign, you know, all in their head or whatever. And they can't really fully embrace like their full potential and get very far because they're too much living in their head. They're like cutting out like this whole other part of their being, their emotions, their spirituality, their senses. And this person like feels like you have helped them to reconnect with their senses, I guess is the shortest way to say it, by helping them to slow down, by being kind of like a gentle reminder that that's okay to get out of your head, to slow down, to look within, to consider other, you know, points of view, and just kind of embrace introspection. A lot of people just try to stay busy all the time, or just keep a lot of noise in their life so that they don't have to sit with themselves and get to know themselves. They're afraid of what's in the basement, so to speak, in their subconscious mind, you know. But you know, monsters thrive in the dark. All you have to do is turn on a light, even a night light, and you'll see that, you know, you were making more of a big deal out of it than it really needed to be, which is what the Nine of Swords is about. It's about overthinking, making a mountain out of a molehill. It's not saying that whatever somebody went through isn't, you know, valid, isn't really, really bad or important, but it is saying that, you know, just because life gives you a cactus, you don't have to sit on it, you know, get off of it and look within, and you'll get some inner guidance about seeing this in a different way that'll help you, and to see the world through a more thoughtful and empathetic lens as well. And you have done this for this person, and they really appreciate it. Okay. So if the reading is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. It does keep the channel going and keeps me coming back to do more readings. Also donate to the channel. That helps as well. I really super appreciate that too, of course. Thank you to those of you who've already done that and do that consistently. You guys rock. I appreciate you so much. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below the video. My next pick a card will be a How Do They Feel For You reading, so look for that one coming up. You can hit the bell to receive notifications when I upload my next video. Got some cards flying out already. We've got, you were already on my mind when I woke up this morning. It makes sense because this person feels like a thinker, you know, and if you're going to think a lot, at least think positive thoughts. And I think this person feels like you're a positive thought. You're a positive thought. So if they're thinking about you when they wake up, that's a good start to their day, you know. It's better than thinking, you know, worrisome thoughts anyway. What does this person love about the viewer? I want to be your favorite hello and your hardest goodbye. So this person wants to be very important to you. You're very important to this person. They want you to be very important to them. They just want you to be happy to see them. And they want you to want to be around them. I'm hearing, I want you to notice me. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so freaking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Oh, wow. Okay, so, who is that? Radiohead? Song Creep. You guys are the only group that I'm getting that message, or a song message for you guys. So if you feel guided, look it up. But I think the main thing is that that verse is, you know, applicable, and that makes sense with the moon being here, about subconscious fears and overthinking things, and needing to have more compassion for yourself. Okay, so there's that. And I wish I was half the human you are. These memories of you won't stop. So this person is just thinking about you so much. And like they say, wish that they were half the human that you are. And if this is someone from the past, you know, they're thinking of the memories. Those memories won't stop. That's Nine of Swords energy. They can't stop thinking about it. Losing sleep and everything. And even if they're presently in your life, there's some memories that the two of you share that this person keeps thinking about. And at the bottom of the deck we have, you are the funniest man or woman I've ever met. I always feel safe when I'm around you. That makes sense because you are a helper. You are a good Samaritan. You have this energy of being able to turn pain into power, of being there for other people, of making people feel safe and understood. You have, you've transcended your own challenges. And you're an example of how to do that for others, including this person. And just being close to that is a blessing. It is something that makes people feel better. It makes this person feel better. And so that's why they want to spend more time with you. That's why they want you to feel the same way that you want to spend more time with them. They want to be close to you because they really feel like you bring a lot of value into their life, including that you're a very funny person. So not only are you just kind of like a warm light and an empathetic, understanding, you know, champion of the, you know, the downtrodden. You're a champion of the downtrodden, but you're also just a funny person and a fun person to be around. And so it's another thing they think about and like about you. Okay, one more card on what this person loves and likes about group 3. Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream. This person loves that you're the marrying kind. If you're married to this person, obviously they love being married to you. They also, that's like part of your sense of humor. this scene in this movie, The Princess Bride, is so hilarious because it's irreverent. It's like the opposite of what you expect this guy to say. Like, he really talks like that. He's the impressive clergyman, but when he opens his mouth, he says marriage. So this person loves that there is something, like, you don't take yourself too seriously. And you can see the humor in life. And that's just an example of when they say they love your sense of humor. This is an example of the kind of humor, for some of you watching, that you have, that your person loves about you. Maybe a dry sense of humor, silly sense of humor, but there's that, okay? So, got swords on here, but this is actually the Jack of Hearts. And looking here, there was this kind of silly feeling about it too, that if this person, you know, were to propose marriage to you, you know, it probably would be like, if you were to marry this person, in other words, they feel like it would probably be off. It would probably be different or eccentric in some way. Like the wedding and the marriage would be kind of different. I'm hearing strange, but it takes two to make a thing go right, is what I'm hearing, which is another song. That you would both have fun with it. Like, you would have fun with it. They feel like they could have a marriage with you and it would be fun. It would be off color. It would be a little silly, a little humorous. Like, you would get each other's in-jokes, get each other's sense of humor. And that, yeah, you might get in trouble. Like, you might not do things by the book. The both of you could be little partners in crime or something. But that, they love that because you bring out, like, the boy in them or the girl in them. And that's really what they want. They want an end to their suffering. Their Nine of Swords energy. And they want romance. They want, like, to be with someone that takes them away from all the bad things in the world. And they want that, you know, they want to do that for you as well. But it seems like, you know, you're the one who would be more able to do that for them. That's how they feel about it, based on all the other things that were said in the reading, right? So they just want to be like your knight in shining armor, or they want to be your princess, but just expect it to be a little weird or funny sometimes. I guess is that, and they feel like, you know, that if you're that way, you know, they love that about you, or the fact that you would, like, be understanding about that they're quirky like that. That's another thing, you know, that they love about you. Okay, this is what I've got for you, Group 3. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'll talk to you next time.